Welcome, dear viewers, to Secret Behind Words. This is not just another YouTube channel, it's a journey, an exploration of the fascinating world of language and words. We are your guides on this intriguing voyage where we delve into the rich tapestry of language, unraveling its secrets, its beauty, and its power. Language, as we know, is more than just a medium of communication. It's a mirror that reflects our culture, our history, and our collective human experience. It's a portal that allows us a glimpse into the minds and hearts of people from different corners of the world. And sometimes it's a puzzle, challenging us to find the right words to express our thoughts and emotions. But fear not, for in this channel we celebrate the complexity, the diversity, and the richness of language, from the vast expanse of the English language to the unique words of other languages that beautifully encapsulate emotions and concepts that English can't quite grasp. We cover it all. So fasten your seatbelts, for we are about to embark on a thrilling linguistic adventure. And remember, in the world of language, every word has a story, and every story is a new discovery. Welcome to Secret Behind Words. Ever wonder about the richness of language and how sometimes English falls short in expressing certain concepts or emotions? That's not to say that English isn't a vast and diverse language. In fact, it's quite the opposite. With over 750,000 words, the English language is a colossal entity. But even with such a large vocabulary, there are still moments when we struggle to find the right word to communicate a particular feeling or idea. This isn't an uncommon phenomenon. After all, language is more than just a system of communication. It's a reflection of the culture and history of its speakers, a testament to our shared humanity and our unique experiences. Each language, with its nuances, idioms, and expressions, offers a distinct perspective of the world. And sometimes, the English language, despite its richness, lacks the words that capture these unique perspectives. But the beauty of language is that it's not confined to borders or limited to a single tongue. It's a global tapestry woven from the threads of thousands of languages. And in this tapestry, we find words from other languages that beautifully encapsulate feelings and concepts that English can't quite grasp. These words, untranslatable directly into English, offer us a glimpse into the cultural and emotional landscapes of their native speakers. Consider the German word Wohldansamkeit, the Japanese term wabi-sabi, or the Portuguese expression saudade. Each of these words embodies a concept or emotion that doesn't have a direct English counterpart, yet they resonate with us on a deep, human level. They remind us of our shared experiences, our common emotions, and our collective yearning to express ourselves fully and authentically. So, let's embark on a fascinating journey, a linguistic exploration of sorts. Let's dive into the interesting world of words from other languages that beautifully capture emotions and concepts that English cannot fully express. Let's celebrate the richness of language, and through it, the richness of human experience. First up, we have Wohldansamkeit from German and wabi-sabi from Japanese. Wohldansamkeit is a fascinating term that beautifully captures the feeling of solitude and connectedness to nature when being alone in the woods. In our fast-paced world, we often forget to disconnect from the digital and connect with the natural. However, the Germans have a word that embodies the sensation of finding peace in the wilderness. When you're enveloped by trees, and the only sounds are the rustling of leaves and distant bird songs, that's when you truly experience Wohldansamkeit. It's a reminder that sometimes we need to step away from the urban hustle and bustle to find tranquility amidst nature's grandeur. Now, let's journey from the German forests to the aesthetics of Japan with wabi-sabi. This term represents a worldview centered on the acceptance of transience and imperfection. It's about finding beauty in the flawed or incomplete. In a society obsessed with perfection, wabi-sabi encourages us to appreciate the beauty that lies in the cracks and crevices of life. It could be a chipped ceramic bowl, a faded photograph, or even the changing seasons. These imperfect, transient beauties carry deep, meaningful stories of existence, reminding us that perfection isn't the only form of beauty. Both Wohldansamkeit and wabi-sabi hold profound cultural significance. Wohldansamkeit reflects the German people's deep-rooted respect and love for nature, while wabi-sabi showcases the Japanese philosophy of embracing simplicity and the natural cycle of growth and decay. In our day-to-day life, these words resonate deeply. Waldeinsamkeit encourages us to seek solace in nature, to breathe, and to reconnect with our roots. Wabi-sabi, on the other hand, teaches us to appreciate the beauty in our imperfections and to accept that change is the only constant. These words remind us of the importance of solitude, nature, and embracing imperfections. They inspire us to step back, reflect, and discover the profound beauty in the world around us. Next, we explore saudade from Portuguese and ya abani from Arabic. These words reflect the profound emotions of longing and love, deeply intertwined with human relationships and the fear of loss. Let's start with saudade. It's a beautiful Portuguese word that's packed with a whirlwind of emotions. It encapsulates the feeling of longing for an absent something or someone you love, but who might never return. Imagine the melancholy of a rainy day, the joy of a cherished memory, the emptiness of a room once filled with laughter, and the hope of a reunion. It's nostalgia, it's love, it's sadness, and it's desire. It's all those feelings rolled into one word. Now let's traverse into the Arabic world with ya abani. This term is a declaration of one's hope that they'll die before another person because of how unbearable it would be to live without them. It's a testament to the intensity of love and connection, so deep that the thought of a world without the other is unthinkable. It's the Romeo and Juliet kind of love, the kind that says, if you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Both saudade and ya abani beautifully illustrate the spectrum of human emotions in relation to love and loss. They underscore the depths we can reach when we open our hearts to others, and the heights of pain or longing we can endure when separated from them. They remind us that love is not always about joy and happiness, but also about longing, missing, and even the fear of losing. These words, while they may not have direct English translations, have universal resonance. They transcend linguistic boundaries to touch upon the shared human experience. They remind us that love, in all its forms and manifestations, is a universal language. These words beautifully capture the complexity of longing, love, and the fear of loss. Moving on, we have Yonfen from Mandarin, Forelsket from Norwegian, and Kilig from Tagalog. These words, though from different cultures, all beautifully encapsulate elements of romantic relationships. Let's start with Yuanfen. This Mandarin word describes the idea that a relationship between two people is predetermined or destined. It's a belief deeply embedded in Chinese culture and often used in the proverb Yu Yuan Wu Fen, translating to have fate without destiny. Essentially, it's the concept that a couple may be fated to meet but not destined to stay together. A sophisticated yet heartbreaking notion, isn't it? Now let's travel to Norway, where the word forelsket comes into play. Forelsket is the euphoria you feel as you begin to fall in love. It's those butterflies in your stomach, the constant smiling, the feeling of walking on air. It's the romantic oblivion that makes you feel like you're on cloud 9. It's a feeling that's universal, but the Norwegians have captured it so succinctly with this one word. Finally, we head to the Philippines, where kilig is a popular term in the language of Tagalog. Kilig mirrors forelsket in a way. It's the sensation of butterflies in your stomach, typically when something romantic occurs. It's that fluttery, joyous feeling you get during a first kiss or when your beloved surprises you. As we explore these words, we see how they reflect the cultural nuances of their respective societies. From Yonfen and its philosophical take on love and destiny to forelsket and kilig that encapsulate the initial thrill and excitement of falling in love. These words, despite their cultural differences, beautifully express the universal human experience of love. They remind us that love, in all its forms, is a powerful shared human experience. These words wonderfully express the exhilaration and fate intertwined in love. Finally, we look at commuovere from Italian and depasement from French. Let's delve into these two words that beautifully encapsulate some deeply human feelings. Commuovere is an Italian verb, a word that carries a lot of emotional weight. It describes the feeling when you're so deeply moved by a story or an event that it brings you to tears. It's that lump in your throat, that welling up of emotion when you witness something profoundly touching. It's the silent tear that rolls down your cheek when you watch a poignant movie, read an emotional book, or hear a heart-wrenching story. It's a testimony to our shared human experience, the empathy that binds us together, and our ability to feel deeply. Now, let's travel from the warmth of Italy to the chic streets of France with dépaysement. This word captures the feeling of not being in one's home country, of being a foreigner. It's not just about physical displacement, but also the internal disorientation that comes with it. It's the sensation of being uprooted, of feeling out of place, of cultural shock, and the longing for familiarity. But it's also about the thrill of the unknown, the beauty of difference, and the adventure that comes with stepping out of your comfort zone. In essence, commuovere and dépaysement are more than just words. They are vessels of emotions, experiences, and sentiments that remind us of our shared humanity. They reflect the richness of our emotional landscape and the complexity of our experiences. They remind us that language is not just a tool for communication, but also a mirror of our souls, reflecting our deepest emotions, our dreams, our fears, and our desires. So next time you're moved to tears by a beautiful story, or find yourself a stranger in a foreign land, remember commuovere and dépaysement. They are not just words, but experiences that connect us all, across cultures, across languages, across borders. These words powerfully convey deep emotions stirred by moving stories and the feeling of being out of place. From the deep emotions of commuovere and the feelings of displacement in dépaysement, we now journey to the southernmost region of the world, to the Yagan people of Tierra del Fuego with Mami Hlapinatapay. This word is considered one of the hardest to translate, capturing a look shared by two people, each wishing the other to initiate something that both desire but which neither wants to begin. It's the silent conversation, the unspoken understanding, the shared longing. It's in the lingering glances, the quiet moments, the unexpressed feelings. It's the word for when words fail us, for when everything is said in silence, in a look. From the silent communication of Mami Hlapinatapay, we move to the land of the rising sun, Japan, with Koi no Yokan. This phrase beautifully encapsulates the sense upon first meeting a person that the two of you are going to fall in love. It's not love at first sight, but the premonition of love, the anticipation, the feeling that love is just around the corner. It's the flutter in your stomach, the skip in your heartbeat, the quiet hope of what could be. Mami Hlapinatapay and Koi no Yokan remind us that language is not just about words, but also about the moments between the words, the silences, the looks, the feelings. They remind us that language is not just about speaking, but also about listening, not just about saying, but also about understanding. They remind us that language is a dance of words and silences, of speaking and listening, of expressing and understanding. So the next time you share a look with someone or feel that love is in the air, remember Mami Hlapinatapay and Koi no Yokan. They are not just words but experiences that remind us of the power of unspoken words and the promise of love. As we conclude our linguistic journey today, we reflect on the exquisite words we've encountered. Waldinsamkeit, Wabi-sabi, Saudade, Yabani, Yuanfen, Forelsket, Kilig, commuovere, and dépaysement. Each one a unique testament to the human experience, emotions, and connections that transcend our everyday English vocabulary. They remind us of the richness and diversity of our world and the shared feelings that unite us all. This is the beauty and complexity of language. It offers an endless exploration of human emotions and experiences, transcending boundaries and connecting us in ways we often overlook.